6:56 a.m. I look a little rusty, I know, but welcome back to some Genshin Impact. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm gonna move my fan over so I can get some. Okay. Oh, all right, that'll do. Yeah, guys, welcome back to some Genshin Impact. We got the 5.2 special program today, just starting in 3 minutes, and as we can see, we have the Silali and Auroron here on the screen. From what I believe, obviously we're getting Auroron as a playable character who has one of my favorite designs actually in the game overall. But unfortunately, he's a 4-star. So, like, I mean, I might try to snipe him, but I'm not really too sure. I don't know how beneficial he'll be. Maybe he'll be really, really good. I don't know. I don't know. But from what I do know, it looks like we're not getting in our conquest this time. I think we're going to be more about the some upcoming tribes. I think we're going to get the Masters of the Nightwind area, and also the there's another one that we're going to get. I think maybe we'll just get one, and then maybe for later versions we'll get the rest of them, because there's 3 tribes. There's 3 other areas we still need to unlock. Flower Feather Clan we might get also, because I think that's what Chaska's tribe is. And then Auroron is Masters of the Nightwind. And I believe Sitlali is also Masters of the Nightwind, if... correct me if I'm wrong, because I honestly don't remember. But she's not here, but she might be getting... There might be some event or something that helps kind of hype up the new areas, so that would be cool. That'd be awesome, because I would think Chaska would be on the cover, but she's not, which is okay, because the the 5.2 announcement had her everywhere. So I just noticed there's somebody in the middle here. Y'all see that? There's like a guy. There's a guy right here. I don't know who that is. It could just be an NPC, again, in an event somewhere. But also, there is volume. My volume is on, but there's just no volume here. So, also from the looks of it, we're going to have the just the regular 2 guys from last time again, due to the VA strike. So, they might even have this in Japanese. And I might have to switch my game over to Japanese if... you know, all these upcoming quests and stuff really don't have voice acting. The Nahida birthday event, which I did do off camera, did have a lot of missing English voice actors. So depending on... I had a lot of storage issues recently, but hopefully I can try to work something out. Alright, here we go. We're just getting right in. Let's do it.
We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were responsible for patrolling and defending all of NATLAN.
That looked crazy.
So Oj Khan's still managing to sow discord after all these years.
If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue, sometimes you need a third-party facilitator. At this time and place, I'll bet the easiest person to find is...
Was that a Saurian?
His spirit has gotten lost and can't find its way back to his body.
I just want to rescue someone, and Granny won't let me.
What the hell? Was he just in the air?
500 years later, mystery surfaced
Capitano!
again.
Orinator.
I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City.
What is this?
As long as the soul is involved, I should be able to help.
Bro, Chaska can like fly around, dude. That's great.
Take me up!
Bro, they can both like fly in the air? That's crazy.
Time to say hello.
Knock him down.
Okay. That looks sick.
It's either your end or mine! Before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Holy shit. Okay. Very short trailer, but so much to unpack there. We got 2 new Saurians, guys. That means we get 2 new areas in this music, though? Oh, shit. I cannot wait to see the Cuckoosaurs. I don't know what the little ones are called, but I'm excited. So I think the Cuckoosaur is the Flower Feather Clan, and the little ones might be Masters of the Night Wind. Fire, fire, fire. I mean, we are in the city of NATLAN after all. That area, that first area they showed us, looks so sick. Holy crap. Turn this up a little bit. Dude, that was so much to unpack. Bro, Chaska can fly like the Wanderer? Oh my gosh, the Wanderer is cooked. Ain't nobody using him ever again. So, I didn't see Silali at all, I don't think, in that.
Hey travelers, welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.2 special program. I'm Gabe from the Loke team.
And I'm Kai. We meet again.
So we're going to this area.
Whoa, a Cuckoosaur. Want to join us?
Hey, don't be shy. Come out and say hello.
I'm not sure what that meant, but it was adorable.
She approves of your compliment.
Hey, I didn't know you could speak Saurian.
Oh, I can't. But I can make an educated guess based on her body language.
Whoa, are all Cuckoosaurs as friendly as this one?
Adult Cuckoosaurs are usually very proud creatures, but there are always exceptions.
Are we
Well,
in the country?
since our Cuckoosaur friend
Right here,
kicked
this
things off
Western
for
ass
us, I know
music?
just the place to start. The
This is so
Flower
cool.
Feather Clan.
Flower Feather
All
Clan.
right,
Okay,
let's do it.
Let's go. So this area
Cuckoosaurs
is
live
Flower
among the
Feather.
Flower Feather Clan, which is suspended
Oh
high above the mountains.
gosh.
This is a tribe of warriors, and most of their people can command the power of the skies.
It looks so friendly.
It was the Flower Feather Clan's ancient duty to
That was,
patrol and safeguard the entire
Ooh,
region
that
of NATLAN.
shit.
As elite special
That was,
forces,
what's
their job
his
was to
name?
detect threats,
the vet.
disseminate
I
intel,
saw his
and
little
quickly
area.
neutralize any dangers to the nation. Though the circumstances are
Bro.
different now, the tribe never forgot its origins. They still hold trials to assemble the fastest teams in the tribe. The trials test a pilot's
What the
skill and teamwork with the Cuckoosaurs.
Oh, I'm so pumped about these Cuckoosaurs.
Yeah, Cuckoosaurs are the proudest out of all the Saurians.
Wow, dude,
They
that
know
design
that
looks
they're the kings
awesome.
of the sky.
That looks
Cuckoosaurs
awesome. Oh
can
my God.
consume phlogiston to climb higher or perform a
Like, what are we
horizontal
talking
roll
about, bro?
in midair. Holding the sprint button
That
allows them
looks
to enter an
OP as
accelerated
fuck.
glide state after a horizontal roll. In addition, they can even use phlogiston wind tunnels to quickly cover great distances.
This looks
Okay,
OP
so I'm
as
assuming
hell.
that Cuckoosaurs are really hard to tame.
Yeah, that's true. You
I
need
would
to
assume
prove
so.
yourself in some worthwhile feat, like demonstrating exceptional archery skill during flight. That's the only way to become a true Cuckoosaur rider.
Wow, that's so strict.
Yeah, tell me about it. But okay, now that we've got a glimpse of the Flower Feather Clan, it's time for a quiz.
What? Already?
Yep, I hope you're prepared. Every tribe in NATLAN has a unique way of communicating with their Saurian companions. The members of the Flower Feather Clan use a special item to summon their Cuckoosaurs. What is that item?
A basket filled
Am
with
I supposed to
their
know this?
favorite foods?
It's not an ancient name, right?
Here's a hint. We just saw the answer in the previous video.
Oh, I remember now.
Am I fucking
horn.
stupid?
Ding ding ding!
Oh, a sound-making
Cuckoosaurs
device.
live far from the tribe and from each other, so in order to summon them, the tribe's people use
wouldn't have
whistles
known
and
that.
horns to produce loud noises. So there's your overview of Cuckoosaurs. Maybe they sound a little unapproachable compared to other
Okay.
Saurians, but don't worry,
So this is just
travelers.
for the
If
Flower
you get
Feather
into
Clan.
a tough situation, then Chaska, the Flower Feather Clan's expert peacemaker,
shit.
can help mediate the conflict.
Let's go.
Glitch mentioned that her method of mediation is silencing both parties. Is that true?
Well, that's only in special cases. Most of the time, Chaska barely needs to intervene. Everyone knows what she's capable of, so people usually find a way to set aside their differences when she shows
Freaking
up.
country-ass
so
music,
she doesn't
bro.
just handle conflicts
So
between
dead.
humans and Saurians. She keeps the peace between people, too.
Exactly. Chaska was corrupted by
R.I.P. her
abyssal
sister
power
too,
as a
bro.
child,
Ain't done that
so she has a strong compulsion to fight, but she knows how to rein it in.
Right. I heard that she was abandoned as a baby. It seems like she's been through a
Man.
lot.
Yeah, but
hello,
luckily
like what I
for her,
just said.
the Cuckoosaurs took her in and raised her as one of their own. In addition
Yes,
to
that's true.
hunting and flying, Chaska gained a lot of unique combat experience from her Saurian childhood. When Chaska is in your
Okay, let's
party,
go.
defeating monsters will restore phlogiston to your party. While she's in the Night Soul's blessing
That's
state,
OP.
Chaska
Look at
can
her.
ride and control her
Are
gun
you
like a Cuckoosaur.
serious?
The Soul Sniper doesn't just
That's her
increase her
gun?
movement speed and resistance to interruption, it also allows her to get a better angle on her enemies.
Wow,
That
that mid-air
seems
perspective
so
is so
OP, bro.
cool. It seems so liberating.
Yeah, and Chaska's fierce when she's in the zone. In the Night Soul's blessing state, Chaska's normal attacks deal animo damage to enemies in front of her. Unleashing a charged attack in this state will cause Chaska to enter a special aiming mode. This allows her to lock onto a set number of
Dude, that
enemies
was
within
so
range and fire up to
sick.
6 Shadow Hunt shells, which deal animo damage upon impact.
Bow.
In addition, for every Pyro, Hydro,
Bow.
Cryo, or Electro character in your party, one of Chaska's Shadow Hunt shells will undergo an elemental conversion to deal the corresponding type of elemental damage.
Excuse me?
Whoa, no way! So Chaska can directly deal other types of elemental damage based on the characters in her party.
Wait, that's
And
disgusting.
since she's an animal character, she can swirl them at the same
can
time.
swirl
That's
them too.
awesome.
Yeah, I know, right? Her elemental burst has
I
a
love that
similar
burst.
function too. Chaska fires a
About a
gale
burst.
splitting
Stop.
Soul Seeker shell during her burst, which deals animo damage.
So she's just
The
like an
attack then
animo
splits into
DPS.
6 Soul
How
Seeker
many of those
shells,
do we already
which
have in the
continue
game?
to attack nearby enemies. These shells
Oh
can also
my God.
undergo elemental conversion.
So it can
That's
target
so
enemies
cool.
too.
No wonder she's one of the strongest
garbage ass
warriors in her
miss.
tribe.
Speaking of her tribe,
Uh-huh.
the warriors from the Flower Feather clan are
Flower
formidable
Chronicles.
for sure, but we
figured.
should also shed some light on those who aren't as skilled.
Oh, are you talking about the wingless? That's what the tribe calls people
The
who fail the
wingless?
flight trials, right?
That's fucked
They're the
up.
challengers who fail to earn the recognition
That's
of a
fucked up.
Cuckoosaur.
Exactly.
They got
But the
hella
name
drip,
doesn't
though.
indicate that those people are weak or deserve to be cast aside.
I feel like it's gonna be
the
a nightmare
Flower
without
Feather
a
clan has
Cuckoosaur
its
trying
own
to run
definition
around.
of strength. There's a tacit understanding that the wingless are supposed
In
to be
this new tribe
protected
area.
until they can fly by themselves. But that assumption is challenged in Tribal Chronicles Tlalocan. Someone will dare to ask, what if you didn't need a Cuckoosaur to fly? If you could change the rules, then maybe there wouldn't be any wingless to begin with. Now, whether that's the right path is for us to discover. Chaska will also be there to help us find the answer. So, be sure to check out Chaska's Tribal Chronicle if you're interested in what happens.
Is there anything else that you can tell us?
Remember how I mentioned that Chaska was raised by Cuckoosaurs?
Yeah, tell us about it.
Her Saurian mother will make an appearance in this quest. Even though she's joined
What?
human society, Chaska still goes to visit her Saurian mother on occasion.
Oh my
especially when
gosh.
she needs some help with a tough situation.
Oh, so Chaska still has the soft side, even though she's a fearsome warrior.
I mean,
Definitely. The Flower Feather Clan is also the setting for the Archon Quest
Oh.
Chapter 5 interlude.
Chapter 5.
All fires fuel the flame.
Wait, this is
The
coming?
tribe is facing a crisis,
In
and
here?
they'll need the travelers' help to find a solution.
What kind of
We're
crisis?
getting it here?
Well, the Flower Feather Clan suffered the worst of the abyssal contamination during the battle in version 5.1. It's not just the human body that can't withstand high concentrations
What?
of abyssal power.
I
For
thought we
most
were getting
people,
5.3.
it also damages the mind. Many members of the Flower Feather Clan are suffering from the mental repercussions of the abyss,
okay.
and the tribe is in desperate need of aid. Eonsan will be there too. After rebuilding her own tribe, the Collective of Plenty, she's traveling around NATLAN to help those in need.
It gave
The people
some
of
Archon
Natlan
quests,
really
like, cutscenes
value
and stuff,
unity,
so
don't they?
I
No
guess
one
that
fights
answers my
alone.
question.
That's one of
And
my
no collective
favorite
of plenty
things about
drip.
Natlan.
And
Oh,
there go,
wait.
motherfucker. There go-
It
there
looks
we
like
go.
the captain will also be there.
There go, that
Yes,
motherfucker.
the captain will also offer help to the tribe. You may pick up on some interesting information if you pay close attention to what he has to say. The captain rarely gives away too much information in his regular interactions, but his secrecy here seems a little peculiar. So keep an eye out, but of course, restoring Natlan's fighting spirit
it's an
remains the
interlude
top priority.
quest?
After all, the war isn't over yet.
How many
the
Archon
abyssal
quest chapters
contamination
are we
is
getting?
still
'Cause we
around,
still have to talk
and
about
we have a
Malvika.
very important battle ahead. Natlan needs mental fortitude more than ever before.
The Flower Feather
is an
clan is
interlude.
pretty close to the Masters of the Nightwind, where the Ictomosaurs live. That tribe could be another good place to recover
Ictomosaur?
from the battle.
Oh yeah, let's check it out.
Yes.
If you head west
we're
from the
going here.
Stadium of the
This is
Sacred
Masters of the
Flame
Nightwind.
and go past the towering walls, you eventually arrive at the settlement of the mysterious Masters of the
I thought this was
Nightwind.
Collective of Plenty
The
this whole
tribal
time.
settlement
Oh
offers a
my
unique
God.
glowing
I love this
landscape
area
at night.
already.
If you venture even further, then you
This-
might encounter the tribe's one Ictomosaur elder
the
or one of the many shamans who can communicate with spirits.
Y'all hear this heat?
I even heard that the
look
witch
like a damn,
doctors who live there
they look
can
like the
help
ghosts
cleanse your
from,
spirit. Plus, the
Saruni
graffiti
Island.
art is really incredible.
Look at
In fact,
that.
there's something special about this one. Can you figure it out, travelers?
It looks like a damn Ictomosaur.
It's kind of tricky, right? Well, don't worry. The Ictomosaurs can help us out. Ictomosaurs are known for their wisdom. They can use their unique sight to detect things that can't be seen through normal means.
Whoa. Okay.
Right. Ictomosaurs are especially skilled at
the-
detecting ley lines and phlogiston. They can absorb power from phlogiston objects to enhance their abilities. Doing so allows them to jump higher, move faster,
this gonna
or
be my
even obtain
place.
surprising
this gonna be
rewards.
my place.
Ictomosaurs can also extract
Wait,
information from
what?
graffiti art to create special objects.
Oh, I bet that'll come in handy for solving puzzles.
What?
Definitely, especially in Tribal Chronicles NATLAN, which will become available in version 5.2. The first two acts feature a lot of intriguing puzzles, so be sure to check them out,
what'd you
travelers.
say?
Some of them
Tribal
will
Chronicle?
require the help of an Ictomosaur, and others can be solved on your own.
I noticed that Ictomosaurs can perform fast-paced jumps when
Yeah,
they
it's the
have enough
first two
phlogiston,
acts, and then
and
Sitlali
it
will
looks
probably
like
be
so
Act
much
3.
fun. Do we
kinda like
know
with
anyone
Zillonen
who
and
can use
Kashina.
that ability? Besides
Aurora?
the new Saurian, I mean.
Yes, Auroron can do it too. Like the Ictomosaurs, Auroron has the
That boy
ability
gotta-
to rise into
He
the
uses
air.
bow too.
He also has a keen sense of perception. While charging an aimed shot, Auroron will enter the Spirit Speaker state, allowing him to extract power from Natlan's graffiti and runes.
Damn.
Speaking of
that's
Auroron,
sick.
I was honestly super surprised by his personality.
I'm surprised he's a damn
Before the
4-star.
5.1 Archon quest, I thought that he
Shout
looked
out
like
Nathan
a
Noakes.
stern, stoic, and harsh type of character. But as it turns out, he's just a sweet kid.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you
kind
got
of
a freaking granny
unexpected,
going
right?
around just telling him what to
Is
do.
he really that sweet, though? Just to think about all the sneaking around behind his granny's back.
Ah, true.
The tribespeople of the Masters of the Nightwind are known for being eccentric, but Auroron really takes it to the next level.
Yeah, it sounds like he does things his own way. I wonder if that extends to his combat abilities.
It does! Auroron is a bit different from the NATLAN characters we've met so far. He doesn't need to depend on the Night Soul's Blessing state to gain Night Soul points, and he can maintain the Night Soul's Blessing state even while he's off-field.
Okay.
Ah, that does sound
That's
different from
actually
the other
fire.
NATLAN characters. So how do his abilities work?
Let me start by explaining how
That's
Auroron
adorable.
gains Night Soul points.
Got the little squirrel.
This can happen in multiple
the
ways.
flying squirrel.
For example, Auroron can gain Night Soul points when one of his party members triggers a Night Soul burst. He can also gain them when other party members deal Hydro or Electro attacks to enemies
Electro
after
charge,
Auroron
got a
unleashes
buff.
his elemental skill.
Oh, then it sounds like he works
How
well with
about
Hydro
that?
and Electro characters.
How about that electro charge meta, y'all?
And in combat, when enemies take damage from electro-charged reactions or other party members deal Night Soul aligned damage, Auroron can consume Night Soul points to enter the Night Soul's Blessing state and trigger the Hypersense effect, dealing electro damage.
Oh, I see. So you need to pair him with the right characters if you want him to gain Night Soul points, enter the Night Soul's Blessing state, and trigger the effect.
Exactly. Though I should mention that Auroron
Yeah,
doesn't need to
Ayato.
be on the field to trigger the Hypersense
Oh, you
effect.
can see it.
Wait, he can trigger it even while he's off-field?
That's
That sounds really
it.
useful.
Totally. His elemental
a
burst
damn
provides
four-star.
a
They had to
convenient way to
negotiate
deal
somehow.
damage and support your party. Auroron performs an ancient reach roll with his burst to summon a supersonic Oculus, which taunts nearby enemies to draw them in. Once they're up
nice.
close, the Oculus releases a sound wave to deal damage.
That should be great for crowd control.
Yes, with Auroron in your party, dealing with large groups of enemies should be a lot easier. And speaking of making things easier, Auroron can also improve the exploration experience by
Nice.
boosting the gliding speed of your characters.
Wow.
Awesome.
Auroron really cherishes his friends. With a little teamwork on his side, I'm sure victory will always be within reach.
So excited to explore these new areas, man. Let's go.
So we introduced 2 of the upcoming regions in this update. The Flowerfeather Clan and the Masters of the Nightwind.
Hey,
But
yeah.
there's more.
There's more.
Version 5.2 actually introduces another new region.
This.
It's called NATLAN.
What
Oh,
the
I think we
Oh, I
caught
think
a
we've
glimpse
heard about
of this
that.
ancient city when we were looking
We've
at the
seen
Flower
this
Feather
before.
Clan.
We've
It's
seen this
really
out in
beautiful from
outskirts.
far away,
Look at
but those
this
clouds look kind of ominous.
Hello.
It looks
yes.
completely abandoned. Is it dangerous?
Bitch and Kenolia?
Yes. This is a restricted area in
stones,
NATLAN
dude.
due to its severe abyssal contamination. And
Dude, there's so
it
much.
seems
There's
uninhabited.
So much. We got 3
Over
new
the
areas.
years, many adventurers have come here in search of treasure
the fuck
or
is
to
that?
slay the dragon.
Hello, we're just gonna ignore that.
Unfortunately, none of
little
them have
companion next
ever
to us?
returned. The Flowerfeather Clan often sends riders to patrol the area and to prevent people from getting too
I
close.
see a little
Wait,
enemy right there.
did you
This
say
looks
slay
sick.
the dragon?
Why does it look like
Yeah.
those are Barson
I know we introduced some adorable saurians earlier, but this creature is actually really terrifying.
Oh.
A
It
whole ass
occupies this
dragon,
ancient
bitch?
city and guards it fiercely. If it detects an intruder, then it will attack without hesitation.
Okay,
Oh my
that's pretty
gosh.
concerning.
Wait,
It's
that's
easy to
actually
take
tough.
human-saurian coexistence for granted these days, but it actually took generations of effort to reach this point. This relationship wasn't
A whole
nearly
ass
so
dead
harmonious
Helichar.
in the ancient past. Travelers will need to explore NATLAN to uncover the
Yo.
reason behind this
There's gonna be
dragon's
so
rampage.
much exploration, dude.
Of course, travelers won't have to do this alone. Here, take a look.
Oh, what's that?
This is a very important companion who will help us explore NATLAN. His name is Kokoweek. As for his power,
I'm
well,
ready
why don't you
now.
take a guess?
Okay, is he our moral support? You know, maybe he could make a cute noise
Please.
every now and then to cheer us up.
New gadget.
Hey,
New
let's not put our
gadget.
Tapetlosaur friend out of a job.
Oh
Little
my
one works really
gosh.
hard.
Okay,
He's
then
so
I've got nothing.
Remember
stinking
how I
cute.
mentioned that NATLAN is heavily corroded by the abyss? Well, that's where Kokoweek comes in.
What the hell is Boner?
We can use his power to clear abyssal contamination. Follow the
Wow.
direction indicated by his light
This is
to
gonna be a
collect
fire
secret
world quest,
source
bro.
scraps and enhance his power.
Oh, that's her.
Once
She
Kokoweek
look
has
like
enough
Bernice.
power, you can take him to track down the evil dragon.
What a useful little guy.
What?
I
the
know, right?
fuck?
Now, travelers can
That
explore
low-key spoiled the
NATLAN
quest,
with
though.
2 companions, Kokoweek and Little One.
And
In
Coco.
fact,
That's
I've
my
heard
boy
there's
Coco.
even a special token around here
Whoa.
that can enable Little One to traverse a volcano.
Hmm.
A new adventure with Little One awaits in version 5.2. This update will
my
bring us one
gosh.
step closer to uncovering the mysteries of Little One's past. Familiar Saurian
Velosaur
companions
lore.
can also help us explore NATLAN. For example, with the help of a Kaholasaur, we can evade source mechanism attacks. With the help of an
Oh,
Ikitomisaur,
shit.
we can solve certain puzzles. With the help of a
Oh.
Kukusaur, we might even be able to chase down the evil dragon. But we'll leave the rest for you to discover, travelers.
Wait, are those some kind of lava fish? Does this
Oh.
mean we can fish in Netland?
Yes, but I've got some friendly advice, travelers. You should be very careful while exploring
yeah.
NATLAN. Some of the abyssal monsters here
Oh
can
my
distort
God,
their
they're
appearance
not
to
playing.
mimic
I hear the
powerful
music,
enemies.
That sound like
High-level
Ornamental
monsters such
music.
as the
Oh my
Tenebrous
fucking
Papilla
Lord.
can mimic even stronger enemies.
Oh my
It
Lord.
looks like these
it can
monsters
mimic-
take the form of plants
It can
outside of
mimic
combat.
bosses.
Yep, that's true. The Abyss has corroded NATLAN's
Oh
ley lines,
my
allowing
God.
these monsters to read
Get
the
shot.
memories inside of them
Ooh.
and mimic creatures from Tevat.
How do we defeat them?
Travelers will need to use elemental attacks to break the enemy's protective
Okay,
void
Chaska
wards.
gonna be OP.
Doing
for this
so
shit.
allows them to take damage and causes them to enter a brief
Ow.
state of confusion. Night Soul aligned elemental attacks
like
are
Navia a
especially
little
effective
bit?
against these wards.
She's like Animal
Wow,
Navia a little
the
bit.
Abyss has
with
gotten
her, with her
so
like
advanced.
big ass gun.
It's scary to think about how much harder these fights will get if these abyssal
Tenebru
monsters
Papilla.
continue to
Oh
evolve.
my God.
Yeah.
Okay,
And it's not a
that was a
weekly.
lot of
We have
information to
yet to
take in
have
at
a
once.
weekly
But
in
before we
NATLAN.
take our first break, we still have a couple of short announcements.
Okay,
Really short,
that's
I
good.
promise.
Okay.
First up, limited time exploration
Let's
rewards will be
go.
available in version 5.2.
Let's go.
Just like in version 5.1, travelers can earn up to 400 extra Primo Gems. And the rewards will be available all the way
trust
through
me.
version 5.3.
I'll be on my
It's
way.
now time to introduce the event wishes. In the first
Oh,
half
yeah,
of version
I forgot the whole thing.
5.2, travelers
Lenny,
can look
okay.
forward to event wishes from Chaska and Lenny. Auroron will also receive a drop rate
Cool,
boost.
so he's in the first
And
one.
in the
Okay.
second half of version
my good
5.2,
lord.
we'll have
Why would y'all
returning
put them
event
next to
wishes
each
for
other,
Dongli
brother?
and New Villette.
They got-
The weapon
they got
banner will
beef.
feature a new 5-star bow,
I might try to
Astro
get Never Let,
Vulture's
though.
Crimson Plumage, and
That should
2
look
new
fire.
NATLAN specific 4-star weapons. Be sure to check them out if you're
Catalyst.
interested.
Okay.
All right, it's time for our first break.
Okay.
Once we come back, we'll
Guys.
dive right into the event portion.
We gotta have a talk. We gotta look at the little baby. We gotta have a talk, bro. That was so much. 3 new areas. The 2 new tribes, the Flower Feather Clan and the Masters of the Nightwind. Then we have Ochka Natlan, which is like the Enkinomia of Natlan, like the abandoned area. And then obviously Chaska and Auroron. And then we have an interlude quest. Holy shit, there's actually a lot in this quest. Or in this version. I'm just ready for 5.3 because that's when my week is supposed to come out. And that's probably gonna be when, you know, we really figure out what she's gonna do with her powers. So God, that was so much. I'm really excited, man. I love exploring the game. So whenever new areas come out, I get lit. I get lit. So.
Welcome back, travelers.
Iktomi
Welcome
Spirit
back.
Seeking
Let's
Scrolls.
dive straight into
Okay,
the
this is
event
the event.
section. So in the first event, we'll
That
get to learn
sword?
more about the Masters of the Nightwind.
That's right. In the version 5.2 event, Iktomi Spirit Seeking Scrolls, travelers will team up with Citlali and Auroron to get to
Ooh,
the bottom of a
Citlali.
mysterious accident that occurred within their tribe.
Travelers will need to complete combat challenges to defeat enemies who try to disrupt the ritual. They'll also need to reconstruct scenes from the tribe's woven scrolls, and gather lost spirits scattered throughout the region. Travelers will only be able to uncover the truth if they collect all the clues. But don't worry, there are also various rewards to earn along the way,
you know it.
including Primo Gems.
Ooh, I really like the vibe of this event.
Ooh, okay.
It looks like Citlali is performing some kind of
So this is
ritual.
why I see Lali's
It's
on the cover, 'cause she got
Also
a big-ass
mysterious.
When a situation gets tough, it's Granny to the rescue.
Of course it is.
Definitely.
Citlali and Auroron have some really fun dialogue in this event.
I'm always grabbing the popcorn whenever these two interact. They're practically a two-person show. And speaking of fun, let's get into the event gameplay. First up is the Search for Lost Spirits minigame.
We got combat.
Travelers will have to work together to herd the scattered roaming spirits into specific
wait.
zones to earn points. Pay attention to the conditions on the
Where
field
have I
if you want a
seen
higher
this
score.
before?
For example, travelers can jump on stone slabs that appear on the field.
I think
These slabs
there was
will
something
break
like
open
this
and
in
release
a
even more
Lantern Rite
spirits.
game.
Storms may also appear during the game. You can track down spirits more effectively if you pay attention to the direction
What
of the
the
storms.
Oh
In
wow.
Evil Banisher,
Okay.
travelers will need to select
course.
the right teams to complete
Whooping
the
some
objectives.
ass. Let's go.
Completing all of the objectives will award you the Banishing Aura, which allows you to deal AoE damage by spraying paint at enemies.
That paint really matches the Masters of the Nightwind's aesthetic. It's super cool.
Yeah,
You don't
and
even
so
gotta
does
do
the
nothing.
Spirit Loom in restoring
Oh,
fragmented
hell
records.
no, bro.
Citlali will use her powers
Puzzles?
to reveal special fragments.
Are we
Travelers
serious?
will need to piece these fragments together
Just give
and
it
assemble them on a woven
alchemical
scroll.
ascension.
Make sure that you pay attention to the order and positions of the fragments. Oh, there's something else that we should mention. Travelers can obtain a new 4-star sword by completing
Yay.
this event.
What
The
are the stats?
design definitely fits the Masters of the Nightwind.
What are the
It
stats?
looks like some kind of ceremonial artifact.
No, not for
I
a
totally
4-star.
agree. Oh, and this event will allow travelers to learn more about NATLAN's secrets.
It looks sick.
For example, this quest will reveal new clues about a mysterious and legendary place. the Mare Javari.
Wow, we've been hearing about this place since Mondstadt.
Hello!
It'll be nice to get some new information.
Please!
On a related note, the Adventurers Guild has prepared a new trial for its members. Active adventurers have been invited to take on the challenge, including the Traveler. Travelers will need to complete various challenges with designated characters and fully leverage their skills to earn rewards.
Oh, cool.
I know you're up to the challenge, Travelers.
Oh,
Good luck.
In Mondstadt-related news, the Knights of Favonius are conducting a war game to improve security tactics in the region.
Oh, this again?
And who better to test these tactics than the Honorary Knight? Be sure to pay close attention to the game, since the format has changed this time.
It's like a tower
Travelers
defense game.
will need to select combat units and stratagems to deploy against the opposing formation. Once the lineup is set, the monsters will fight automatically.
Okay, you don't gotta walk
Available
around
combat
anymore.
units and stratagems are completely random. You know, just to build some unpredictability into the wargame. The chances of encountering elite combat units increases as the wargame progresses. Even more elite monsters will be available for travelers to use. It's a volatile environment, so do your best to win as many rounds as possible, earn wargame medals, and collect the rewards.
Alright, let's keep the excitement rolling in this next event.
Is that on
We
God?
actually have a demo, so please take a look.
Oh, looks like they're selecting tactics.
Cards?
Double damage?
DGG?
That sounds powerful.
UCG? DGG event?
Whoa, it's automated. Cool! The elemental reaction effects are completely different.
This brand new heated battle mode is called Automatic Artistry.
I can't wait
Powerful
to never do
support
this
cards
event.
have been added
I'm
for
sorry.
nearly every elemental reaction. Choose cards that
Why
align
the hell
with
they
your
got
strategies to
44
trigger
HP?
powerful elemental reactions. The effects will change depending on how you play. In addition, the overall gameplay is very laid back. Characters will automatically duel each other, and skill animations are now shorter in length.
Wow, it's like we got a whole new Genius Invocation TCG after coming back from NATLAN.
Not really.
Talk about whiplash.
That's right. Even if you've never played Genius Invocation
Automatic
before,
artistry?
I really
Oh,
recommend
it's the
checking
shit.
out this new gameplay mode in version 5.2.
I mean, your boy might
The
check
new
it out.
version will also bring a few updates to
Yeah, we got
regular
Zarya
Genius
and
Invocation
Siegewing.
TCG.
Nice.
Do you ever feel a little cooped up while you're playing card games? Well, don't worry about that. Our next event will give travelers the opportunity to enjoy the great outdoors. In Claw Convoy, travelers will need to help Lamia track down some adopted animals. Travelers will be able to see the animal's point of view by using a special tool.
Oh,
Once
I
you've
think we've done
managed
this
to deduce their
before.
location,
It's
you'll be
Chain
able
Mail?
to track them
Let's
down.
go!
Once the animals are safe and sound, travelers will receive a gift from the mysterious figure who adopted them.
Bitch, is that
I feel
Hotel?
like Auroron would really shine
What
in
the
this
f-
event.
is that?
He's definitely an animal lover.
I can see
Why
that.
is Hu Tao just
I'm
chilling?
sure that he would jump at the chance to
Is that
meet
like a
animals from
furnishing?
other nations.
Yeah.
Finally, the Leyline
Hell
Overflow
yeah.
event will return in version
they know my week
5.2.
are coming.
If you need Mora or character
They need
EXP
my
materials,
week are
then
coming.
keep an eye out.
Alright,
I
let's
will
dive
need
into
XP
some
books.
updates and game optimizations.
I think we know
First
most of
up
these,
is
but
the
let's
change
see.
to the Imaginarium Theater.
Alright, let's go.
Previously, travelers would be returned to the theater lobby after completing a challenge and have to reopen the Fantasia Tome to continue.
Yes.
Travelers provided feedback that this setup interrupted their experience.
Yes.
So, this will no longer be the case in version 5.2.
Fire.
Now,
Thank you.
after finishing a battle,
Next act.
all you
Thank
need to do is click Next Act
Thank you. It
if
was
you
so
want to
annoying.
keep fighting.
Nice. Travelers
Perfect.
can now enjoy the thrill
love
of
that.
combat without any interruptions.
That's heat.
And for all the generous travelers who like to configure supports for their friends, a supporting caster record has been added in the new update. You can now check which friends have borrowed your supports by looking at the supporting
I
cast
was
screen.
gonna say.
Cool.
I can't
It'll be
check.
nice to know that our supports are
Now we
helping
can.
people out.
Yup. Oh, and the party configuration mechanic has also been optimized. Besides the elemental filtering, the Imaginarium Theater will now feature recommended row icons, elemental
On-field,
statistics,
off-field,
and
DPS
markers for the
support.
main types of enemies.
That
Sweet.
is so helpful. I'll occasionally put together a random team if I've just started experimenting with some characters, but this information should make it a lot easier to form strategic teams.
These markers will display key information on how to counter enemies, but in a much more prominent position. Hopefully, this change will make it easier for travelers to form the best teams.
For sure.
Yes. Now we can
Can we
directly
get-
see
can we
which
get
elements work
Arlecchino,
best against
Thespian,
specific
Trick, and
enemies.
Echo, please?
That's definitely going to save some time.
For sure. And we can expect even more optimizations in the future as travelers continue to provide valuable feedback about their experiences.
Shout out y'all giving feedback.
Okay, let's introduce the other system optimizations coming in version 5.2. You can now sort
Artifact
5-star
locking.
artifacts in your inventory based on when you obtained them, from the most recent to the oldest.
Why did it take
Second,
16
the animations for crafting materials, forging weapons, building furniture, and cooking dishes are now shorter in length.
Nice.
That's
Thank
really
you.
nice. The dev team designed a
Nice.
lot of intricate animations for these features, but it can feel a bit frustrating when you have to watch them over and over again.
That's true.
There will also be several optimizations for the Serena teapot.
Yeah.
The seed dispensary can now hold more of every type of seed. You'll be able to purchase wood at the Realm Depot in
Purchase wood, we
exchange
knew
for
that.
Realm currency.
We knew that.
In addition, the cooldown for the
And the
boon
cooldown
of
for-
the Elder
thank you,
Tree
bro.
will be
I will
reduced
never
to
use
5
this again,
seconds.
but
This way,
fire, bro.
it will be easier for travelers to collect wood.
The 6
Awesome.
people
I've
that
been
use
meaning
that
to
are
use
so
some
excited
cool
right now.
replicas in my Serena teapot, but I'm always
Flammable
short
bomb.
on wood. So this should be really helpful.
Nice! I'm so excited for you! Oh, and optimizations have been made to artifact locking. The updated lock assistance interface will allow you
Lock
to configure
assistance.
lock settings with a single click. Just hit Use Recommended Settings and you're set. The recommended set lock plans will even
Nice.
update automatically
Oh my
based on
gosh.
popular in-game configurations.
Wow.
Of course, if you have your own ideas in mind, then you can always disable the recommended plans to configure custom ones instead.
That's pretty
The
cool, man.
update
That's pretty
also
cool. It
allows
looks
you
a
to
lot on my
batch
screen
lock
right now,
artifacts
but-
in your inventory based on the recommended general lock plan and set lock plans.
Oh my god.
This will make it much faster to organize your inventory. In addition,
That is
a
huge.
shortcut button that navigates to the lock assistance interface will be added
the
to the
domain?
artifact domain challenge screen and the artifact acquisition screen. This should make it easier for travelers to configure their locking rules whenever they want. A star feature will also be added next to the lock button on each artifact. Travelers can
Nice.
use this
Favorite
feature to mark their
artifacts.
favorite artifacts and filter by stars to quickly track them down.
Nice.
Finally, treasure compasses will now
Man,
be
this
able to
gonna be
locate
so
even
good.
more
Thank you,
treasure
Jesus,
locations,
bruh.
including Sealies and time trial challenges.
Thank
A quick
you,
swap
bruh.
feature will also be added for treasure compasses
Yeah,
and
what does this
Oculus
look like?
resonance stones. Enabling this feature will allow travelers to more easily use
Oh,
these
okay, 'cause
devices
you can't
across
even use it.
regions.
Okay,
The
that's
feature
fine.
will automatically switch to the compass or stone that corresponds to your location in the game.
Awesome.
Be sure to check out future announcements for more details on the version 5.2 optimizations.
All right, that was a lot of info, so this
Yes.
seems like a good time for our second break.
Hell
It's
yeah, we got
time for
more?
the third redemption code.
Or is this it? It feels like this is the end. We're 37 minutes in. Or 33 minutes in. Music. Bro, y'all hear that fucking whatever the fuck? Is it a harmonica? Ugh. The Masters of the Nightwind and Flower Feather Clan areas are like totally different. Like, hey, as in like vibes. Like, Masters of the Nightwind's a little more gloomy, but Flower Feather Clan's more happy and shit. Shit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hell yeah.
Welcome back,
Crazy.
travelers. What else do we have on the agenda,
We
Gabe?
got more
We have
shit?
some
Let's
very
go.
exciting news to share.
Okay, let's go.
After the version update on November 20th,
November
travelers
20th.
will be able to play Genshin Impact on the Xbox Series X and S. Log into
Have y'all not
Genshin
been able to
Impact
do that
on
this whole
Xbox
time?
Series X
I
and
mean, that's
S
fire, though.
consoles to receive the Wind Glider Wings of Fate's Course Intertwined.
There's a new
Additionally,
glider. Can I
Xbox
see
Game
it?
Pass Ultimate members can play Genshin
Can I see the
Impact
glider?
via cloud gaming. They'll also find extra
Can I see the
rewards
glider?
in their in-game mailbox.
Awesome.
All right, that should be everything.
That was everything.
That means that we've reached the end of the
Why
special
would you
program.
take a break for
Is
one
there
announce-
anything that you want to say before we go, Kai?
You know what?
Yes,
It's all good, bro.
I'm really looking forward to all the new characters. Chaska and her weapons seem really
Yeah, this gonna
incredible.
be actually really fire,
I'd love to
bro.
see
It's
how
gonna be
her
a really
travel
fire
chronicle
one.
unfolds because she has such an amazing personality.
Shit.
And Auroran seems like a very layered character. The storytelling is definitely going to shine. What about you, Gabe?
Yeah, I'm just so excited for players to experience more of the NATLAN storyline.
Word, bro.
We have so much to explore
I've
this
had
time.
100% for like
2
ever
new
now,
tribes
so
and a
ready to
new
keep it
area as
going.
well. And
Please
one
don't
thing
put no
I've
more
always
local
loved
legends
about
and
Genshin
duelist
Impact
series.
is
I
how
hate that
it's
shit. And more night
multi-platform.
trials. Oh,
Like, I'm always logging in on different devices depending on where I am, so it's just exciting to see another platform become available for everyone.
Went on the Switch,
And
though.
yeah, on that note, I hope you have fun with the new version, travelers.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. See ya. Wow. Cool. Very, very, very awesome. This event gonna be crazy. This event gonna be crazy, bruh. I honestly, you know what? This might be a hot take. I do like these two guys. I mean, they're just straight to the point. No crazy ass puns and shit. Hello? Okay. But honestly, I like them. People might think they're boring as hell, and I get it. But honestly, like, I didn't feel like bored at all during them. Like they just got to the point. They said what they said. They said what they had to say, and they explained it really well. So honestly, like, I like these dudes like chilling here. So it's really cool. Bro, we got 3 new areas. Ochka NATLAN, and then the 2 new tribes, which means the collective of plenty, maybe in 5.5 or 5.4. No, 5.3 or 5.4 is going to be Lantern, right? It should be 5.4. It's always the 0.4. So, maybe even 5.6, but I think that's going to be Capitano Orinator time. But, you know, they've been pulling a lot of different shit in this version, or in this this region. It hasn't been, like, the exact same as the last couple of regions. So, they could really pull some unexpected shit here. They kind of already have. But let's talk about Chaska real quick. This beautiful this beautiful woman right here on our screen. She Animo Navia, but she can fly and shit. And I'm sure she can do crazy ass damage, bro. Crazy ass damage. She looks awesome. She looked like a skip though for me. But I want to try and snipe a Roron. And I'm guaranteed, and I'm on like 50 pity. So there is a chance that I can get Chaska. But I'd probably have to get her weapon. But I think she's just regular, like, crit stats. DPS is what it looks like. So, looks really, really cool, man. And Auroron looks sick as well. He might just be, like, energy recharge and some crit as well. Or maybe, like, elemental mastery. Because Electrocharge, they didn't even talk about this. Electrocharged, Overload, Superconduct, and Shatter are getting buffs. They're actually getting, like, they're getting buffs, which is really sick. Like, the overall base, like, reaction damage is getting buffed. They talked about that in their, like, on a little Twitter thing, on like, the Hoyo thing. So, it is really exciting that that's also happening, because Auroron is an Electrocharge character. So, the events look sick. Some events that come back, some combat events, some, like, parkour events, really cool. I'm very excited for this. Very, very excited for this. It's we're gonna get Marriage of Vari lore, guys. I think this version is gonna be more important than we actually think it's gonna be. And we have a freaking Archon quest. That wasn't even the first thing that was talked about. It was just like kind of planted in the middle. I think the way they kind of planted some of these announcements was a little strange. Like, they did a whole break just for like one other announcement. I don't think they had to do that, but it's okay. I thought we were gonna get some, like, more, like, I don't know, collabs or something like that, but we've had a lot of collabs recently, so I kind of get it. Yeah, the characters look awesome. Zhongli and Nervalet are coming back. New regions is gonna be my favorite part, besides the night trials that they're probably coming with more local legends and night trials, so that'll be not fun. And of course the Archon quest. Like, they kind of just threw in the Archon quest. It wasn't even like a big deal. I mean, it's an interlude. I mean, so I guess I can understand that. But at the same time, it's an Archon quest, you know? I wasn't expecting another Archon quest. I thought Chapter 5 was going to be with Malvika. And they didn't even show her at all. in this event at all. We got more Capitano and the new tribes, so which makes sense too at the same time. And we have a whole event with Sitlali and Auroran, which goes more into depth with Masters of the Nightwind. So, and Tribal Chronicles, bro. There's so much stuff. There's so many quests, man. It's actually gonna be really, really sick. So I'm very, very excited. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of this version. And I hope to see y'all there. All right.
Bye-bye now.